What's up, guys? It's Devon Kennard here, and today we're going to have another edition of addressing something that's going in the sports and business world. And today's hot topic is USC and UCLA moving over to the Big Ten. For those that don't know, I'm a USC Trojan. Fight on to all my Trojans out there. And when I heard the news, I was actually in shock, and I was upset at first because when I think of USC, I grew up, USC's running the Pac-12. But then I took a second and really got a chance to analyze the situation from, one step removed. And it made me realize that USC and UCLA, they're moving and looking forward, not behind. And NIL is changing the trajectory of college football. And there's no question that the Pac-12 is behind the SEC, the Big Ten, and the Big 12. So to join the Big Ten puts them in a conversation where they can recruit better all over the country, get better endorsement deals, play in bigger profile games against schools like Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State, etc., and have opportunities to play in the playoffs on a higher clip and in more consistency. So I think it's a huge play, and it's a play that's really based on money. So many people get caught up in the sports and business and, oh, this is just college football, this is the NFL, we're playing a game, that people forget that it's really a business behind closed doors and what's going on outside of that. And this is a great example. What the challenge that USC and UCLA is going to face is they're going to have to travel on away games across the country consistently. I know when I was at USC, we had to go to Notre Dame every year, every other year to play that divisional game, and that's a tough day of travel. They're going to have to do that regularly for conference games, and that's going to be a huge challenge and a detriment to the USC players. So I wonder how USC is going to kind of counter that. I think they need to charter better planes, and they're going to have to bring tutors on these trips, because you got to think, if USC football and UCLA football is going to the Big Ten, that means basketball is as well. So basketball is going to have trips multiple times a week all the way to Michigan and then Ohio State, etc. I think that's a huge deal that needs to be noted, but ultimately, they made this decision, when it comes to USC and UCLA because of money and what's going on in the NIL and in that entire space. So with that in mind, kudos to them. They're moving forward. They're moving USC and UCLA forward. And, I got to respect the move, but it's gonna be tough for those kids. I know I'm personally excited to go to the Big House. I'm personally excited to see them play Ohio State in an away game once I retire from the NFL. So it's going to bring some huge moments in college sports. But, it's just a huge change that's happening, and I think it needs to be noted. Please let me know what you guys think on this move. Is it a good move or a bad move for UCLA and USC to move over to the Big Ten? And how do you think it's going to play out? Comment, like, share, and let's keep spreading the word. I'm out.